Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Aisha Vivian, and I have a question. Has any one of you heard about the teacher in the States, in the US? I need to look up exactly what city it was again. But there is this teacher and her husband, who's also a teacher. And yeah, they just lost their job.
Is firing two married teachers who they say filmed sexually explicit content on school grounds. The district says that the husband and wife were making content for the subscription site OnlyFans. You've got to be joking, right? The school told parents that the students had been sharing material involving a staff person, but it was not filmed during school hours. Still very inappropriate.
They lost their jobs because nowadays everyone is looking for a quick buck. Everyone wants to be a millionaire without really putting value into anything. Just make quick money, blow up, and living a lavish life without really having to put effort. So the easiest way people tend to do stuff like this is by selling their bodies and selling themselves online. If anyone has heard about this platform, it is called OnlyFans, and on OnlyFans, I've not visited it. I'm not planning to visit, but I think it's not that complicated to understand. It's a platform that gives content creators, as they like to call themselves, it gives creators the ability to put up videos and pictures of themselves doing whatever. They always like to sell it like you can do whatever on OnlyFans, but we all know what they're doing on OnlyFans. And on the other hand, it gives people to visit those creators, like visit their private pages. It's not like an open page anymore. Just like Instagram. Yeah, let's say OnlyFans is like Instagram, only that it's private, and for you to be able to see the content on whoever's platform or page, you need to sign up, and signing up means you are paying, I think, a monthly fee or whatever that person added on their profile for you to pay. So that's what nowadays so many people are aiming to do or are already doing. So this teacher, she and her husband, they don't work in the same school, but they kind of work in the same city. So her school is on one side, his school is on the other side of the city. Perfect. And I need to give you a quick understanding to these people. They're like mid-30, early 40. They have 2 children, if I'm not mistaken. They definitely have a daughter. And they both have their degrees and masters and all that beautiful things, highly educated people. And so they earn quite good money, to be honest. They earn more, like just them alone, like she and him alone, they earn more than the average American. Like, I think the average amount of earning in America is about 44,000, and that's for men. I think for women it's a bit less, but let's just take it as it is. 44,000 is the average amount of yearly earning. And as a teacher, she, for example, she makes 63,000, and let's assume her husband does plus minus the same amount, which would give you an income, a yearly income of over 126,000 or something, like quite enough money to get around if you are as educated as they are, if you are smart enough to work with what you have and live beyond your means, right? You're not living above what you need. You're not just necessarily spending and buying flashy things and buying an unnecessarily big house, but you're just 4 people and you bought a house for 8 people or stuff like that. I think you guys understand where I'm coming from. So they could live a really good life with 126,000 a year. And if you also think that's not enough, you could literally get a side hustle, a respectable side hustle. You could teach children on the weekend, since you're already a teacher, and get some money by lecturing them at home. You can do some online courses. You can, I don't know, there's so many things you could do. But instead, they chose to do the unthinkable. They both have an OnlyFans account. These are your teachers. Remind you, these are teachers who teach children in their local areas. And normally, if we look back, teachers have been quite respected people. You always had this idea of a teacher, you know, she's this friendly, loving woman who you can trust your children to because she knows what to do. She wants the best for your children. She's a good example and all of that good stuff. And for male teachers, the same thing. They're going to take your children and make the best out of them. They're going to teach them stuff. They're going to, you know, just show them the right way to go, actually. But yeah. That's not the reality we're living in right now. And I live in Germany, and I'm seeing this more and more, this trend growing of teachers finding themselves on Snapchat, on TikTok, on Instagram, and making some weird videos just to create a side hustle. Like, you're a teacher, what are you doing? And they start making some weird dances with their students. But I think that's even fine. Like, that's, I don't know, that's not really a bad thing. But you see some teachers here in Germany, for example, they go on TikTok, female teachers, women, go on TikTok and they start presenting themselves otherwise as they would do in their daily work life. However, oh my God, I need to get to the gist. So they both have an OnlyFans account, and they could record their videos at home privately where no one would know, when no one would see. But I think they've done so much already now. It's maybe boring for the audience. I don't know. I'm not signed up, but I can just assume it's boring for the audience. So now they need to do something incredible. They decided to record an OnlyFans content video in school. And not just only in school, but in the classroom, in her classroom, on one of the students' desk, like on the table, where one of the students is going to come the next day, sit there and not know what just happened on his table. But yeah, we all know what happened on the table, because why? This lady needs to promote her content, right? And she needs the most attention. So how are you going to do that? You cannot just keep it on your OnlyFans account and hoping for people to find you. You need to share it in other platforms so people can see and click on that link and visit your page, right? So what she did is she took that video, she went on Twitter. Anyone who's familiar with Twitter knows that is a whole mess, yeah? Twitter is full of left people. The ideas on Twitter are really crazy. You cannot believe what is going on Twitter, what is allowed to be posted on Twitter. This is the typical hotspot for feminists and for blue-haired people and for, I don't know, just for this craziness. Yeah, you meet them all on Twitter. So she went on Twitter and she posted the link advertising her newest clip with her husband. So it seems to be that one of her students are also on Twitter and also following her, and they got this, you know, this notification, or maybe they were just curious and went on her page to see, oh yeah, what's up with the teacher? And they clicked on the link, and yes, that's how everyone heard and saw about that video. That kid who found the link and went on the page understood 1 + 1 is 2. My teacher and her husband are selling themselves on OnlyFans to make a buck. He shared that video with everyone in school. Even the other teachers got to know and shared it and looked into it. So long story short, it hit the principal, it hit the school directors, or whatever, how you call them. And they had to make a drastic choice. They had to make a decision, and they kicked her out. Because first off, this is not what the school value is all about. They cannot keep a teacher who is doing sex content. Oh, I just said it. Who is selling sex content on the internet. This is not the type of values that the parents are wanting to leave their children with. It's not the type of person parents would want to hand out their children to and be like, yes, we trust you. You're going to teach and implement the best values into my child. So she lost her job. That's it with the 63,000 on her side. And guess what? Her husband lost his job as well. Another 63,000 plus minus is gone, meaning now I hope their OnlyFans is going real well. Actually, I don't. I think this could be a great lesson for the two of them. Maybe they understand now that the actions you take do come with consequences, and maybe they're going to sit down and overthink the decisions they have been making and stick to an honest life and stick to an honest job. The only people I feel bad for are obviously the children, because they're going to have to face the whole trouble and baggage and the stress. They're going to be the ones laughed at from their peers, their friends. They're going to be looked down on, and they're also going to face the financial consequences as well, because kids cannot provide for themselves. But what did this lady do? She went on the internet and started an apology that's not really an apology. It was more, as we know exactly what most women like to do, we don't apologize. Oh, hell no. We are going to find reasons and excuses why we had to do it. It's not, I'm sorry, I did this and it's wrong, I shouldn't have done it, I apologize to the parents, I apologize to the children. No, it was more like, I'm not earning enough. We cannot make ends meet, and teachers should be paid more. And because I cannot get what I want and I want more, I had to. I was forced to do this. I was forced to get butt naked and go on OnlyFans and start doing what I did. And yeah, it's just crazy. I cannot really react what she did. You guys need to see it for yourself. I'm definitely going to share the video as well, so you can listen to her type of apology, which is definitely not an apology. It's just a justification of why she thinks, or why she thought she had to do what she did. And also, I think it's another way of plus promoting her OnlyFans account, because now you have another reason to even bring up the account. People are going to look up your name and they're going to visit your account most likely. So yeah, I don't agree with it, but yeah, she's highly educated. But to me, I believe there are so many, I'm going to say it, please, no one gets offended, but there are a lot of educated fools out there. Yeah. So I wish you a great time. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's more of a funny one. It's real. It's not, actually, it's not funny to me. It's just a bit funny how people tend to throw away their lives and, you know, all these years of studying and all your degrees and all, like, just throw it all away just because you want to be a member of OnlyFans. Good for you. So guys, have a great time and see you in the next one.
On the side to help pay for our basic necessities that our salaries were no longer meeting. I chose an anonymous name, as well as blocking the entire state of Arizona on my OnlyFans so that it wasn't accessible to anyone living in the state. It was brought to my attention on October 24th that a community member had expressed concerns to the police
la 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 la.